Hello everybody, how's it going today? What's going on here? Why are there two chats showing up? Whatever, this one's working. Why is... Interesting. What is this? So I go to Stream Elements 2. Whatever, it's working. How are y'all doing? Welcome. There we go. Get my microphone over by my face. Welcome in. Sorry, I was just a few minutes late. One of my kids is sick today, so I had to go out to take him to the pediatrician. My wife is watching them right now, and after this, I'm gonna take them out for some things. They just have a little cold, nothing too crazy, but that meant that I was running super quick trying to get here on time. Let's actually go ahead and pop a super scroll. Let's fix our giveaway timer here. All right. Welcome in. Hey, Deegan, how's it going? Yes, Rosie, it is a good thing they fixed those errors because I couldn't play for like 18 hours straight. I managed to get in at one point, but then I had to disconnect and could never get back in. So I'm happy those got fixed. And Rosie, let me add you onto the giveaway list. What am I doing with my life? There we go. All right, yeah, I do always make sure I prioritize family, so let's start right in here with some PvP. See if I lose any. I've been losing a lot of PvP lately, which is really weird. Need to let a couple grumbers die. And when I come back, there we go. Once we get through PvP, Expedition, and Gauntlet, we're going to look at the Sardanex for these 2 weeks as well. Give my thoughts on that. Oh, man, sorry, I am still like running. One thing I always do for my kids after a doctor's appointment, they love hash browns, particularly from McDonald's. So after a doctor's appointment, we stop and get them some hash browns. So that's also what I had for breakfast this morning. So I was trying to down that really quick as well. So that also means I don't have coffee with me. So I may have to take a little break during this to go make some coffee. I do have a giant orange juice though. That makes me happy. But how are you all doing today? Did the downtime over the weekend affect you a lot, or was it just one of those times you weren't going to be playing anyways? Oh, I don't even have my thing up. That's how much of a hurry I've been in. Where is... Then... should show up here in just a second. There we go. Man. Yeah, so I came in and ran up the stairs. I didn't have time to really get anything started, but now we're on there. Glad I was able to get at least kind of going. Looks like most things are set up well now. I do really wish the old chat box that I was using still is not working. And like I go to check it out at all, and it's just none of it works. And it's not just me. I checked it for other channels too. Hey. I wonder why it's down. Let's YouTube chat overlay. Oh, maybe I could use this. Oh, I don't really like that. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to find a totally new chat overlay. It sucks that like there's just not a good option for YouTube. Like, there's the built-in stream elements, which works well enough. That's what I'm using right now. But it doesn't show all of the emotes. So like, this is one that Bit vs. Andy loves to use when he hops in here. See if that's gonna show up on my overlay at all. It's also super delayed. See, it shows up with like the name of it instead of the emote itself on my overlay, which is just frustrating. My other overlay works just fine, but it is not working now. But it looks like there is a thing on GitHub I could possibly use. Oh, that doesn't look like it's a super great one either. We'll figure it out though. I'll play with it over the weekend. Or I guess over the weekend, over the week. It's Monday. Oh, it's Monday. Oh, yeah, yeah. So how was y'all's week starting? Deegan, I feel like I haven't not seen you as much as I used to because I took all those weeks off. Rosie, good to see you back. And Leonardo, welcome back as well. We do have our first giveaway in about 34.5 minutes. Epic Adventure Bag, 1,000 gems. All you gotta do is type your hero tag into chat and I'll put you onto the wheel of names. Right now, Rosie is the only one on it. You can't let her just have a 100% win. She can't be running unopposed. So I'm looking at this chat overlay right now, trying to figure out. Looks like they've got, this guy has some videos. I might look at those. Leonardo, I've got you added to the wheel. We now officially have 2 entries. Good morning, Equal. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Welcome in. You know, Equal, you're eligible to win now. You could enter as well. Got you on the wheel, Equal. Oh, I'll never get an actual day off. I actually need to be doing some work right now. But one of my kids is sick, so I don't think I'm going to be able to. I can do some of my work that really will only take me a few minutes, and that'll give me at least a head start on the week. But yeah, I don't ever actually get days off. I haven't had a day off since like 2018 or something like that. And even that might be pushing it. It was probably before that. 2017, I think, was my last day off. Where like I legitimately was doing absolutely nothing. I've taken days off where like I'm like, hey, all I'm doing is like playing a video game today, but I end up doing work anyways. like I took a day off 3 or 4 weeks ago when I still had to go to work and to do something. I was really annoyed. I was like, man, I'm trying to be a bad employee. Let me. Alright, there's our gauntlet. So we've done Expedition, PvP, and Gauntlet. Let's go look at this Sardanex now. So it popped up right between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So if you didn't spend all your Halloween because Sardanex went away, like they made a couple announcements about it. I talked about it on my stream. This Sardanex is going to be the exact same way. As soon as the Thursday reset rolls around next week, he's gone. So make sure to spend these like as you go. Otherwise, you could end up with 1,000 that you haven't spent. Looking through it, there's only one cosmetic chest, which is kind of pricey, but there's not a lot of pieces in it. So, looking at them, I don't know. This one's kind of neat. This one could be cool. I don't know. I'd have to see it all the way in action. The rest of them I'm kind of meh about. I don't know. What's the headpiece for Rassie's Desert Gown? Oh, that's this one. Okay, so these are one that's separate. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them, but it's whatever. Material box is your standard material box. There's nothing special about it at all. Energy box is your standard energy box. There's nothing special. Boost box is your standard boost box, except we also have cake gore added. Increases item find, experience, capture rate, gold find, and movement speed by 350% for 5 hours. Kind of a nice one. It's like a less powerful Odagore. So that's kind of nice. So I'll try and get those. Then there's the Bitgore. There is no familiar this time around. They're not going to have one in every event, which is great for me because the familiar is always too expensive anyways. Let's go ahead and start grabbing some stuff, though. Let's go ahead and buy this box out. Shouldn't have any trouble with that. Yeah, just looking at them, I just don't know how I feel about them. I'm gonna get them anyways. That helmet looks like it'd be pretty cool. But luckily, there's not that many of them, so all I've been doing is running Regen, except for that week in the there's the day and a half it wasn't available, and I've already bought this out. Then there's still the material, energy, and boost box. I never go for the Bitgore. I kind of want the boosts in here because of these two, but I'm gonna start with material until I get the 2 stat points. Then I'll move to energy and then to boost. That's my current plan. We'll see what actually happens though. Really all I care about out of this one are the stat points. Because the one thing I don't have effectively infinite of. And no stat points yet. Oh well. We'll get way more. I do have some raids to run here. Definitely missing the PvP currency rate. Yeah, that. Oh man, I loved that so much. That made everything so much nicer. Definitely have the event mad hangover from it. I get hangover from just the events. We have especially towards the end of the year, and I gave this feedback last year. There's just so many events back to back to back to back to back that I get fatigued and burnt out, and then I don't want to play anymore. So hopefully that doesn't happen this year. I'm kind of annoyed that they added another event in between them. So now we have Halloween, this one, then Thanksgiving. So 6 weeks in a row of events. Then we'll have 2 weeks off, and then Christmas. And then we'll have 2 weeks off. There's just so many. And I have not grabbed all the other boxes. I bought out all of the cosmetics. I always buy the cosmetic one first. Then I'm going for the stats from the material box. Then I'll go for energy. I have enough energy that I don't really need it. So if it's getting down to the wire, I can skip that box altogether. If you don't have just like way more energy than you know what to do with, definitely don't do that. But I'm in a position where I can. Hey, Atrium, how's it going? Still trying to figure out this stupid overlay. Past year, maybe? You always use some boost to go for the energy box first. Honestly, that's probably smart. I just happen to have way more energy than I know what to do with. And I'm gonna put out a video talking about event currency here shortly. And part of it is go for the energy box first. It's the cheapest box. It's something that's useful for everyone. I just have way more energy than I know what to do with, so it's less of a priority for me. I am gonna get this thing to work, this chat overlay. It's gonna happen. It just don't work. So frustrating. Well, welcome back, Itrium. You probably didn't miss a ton. Almost the entire month of October, I was out. Super busy, had a lot of stuff in life going on. So I just wasn't really like streaming very much or making videos or anything like that. I was far too busy outside of all of this. So welcome back. You didn't miss a whole lot since I just wasn't running a lot. Has been rescheduled. What? Sorry, I just got a okay. Sorry, I just got an email saying that a maintenance thing at my apartment got rescheduled, but it didn't. It's still happening today. Deegan, I got you on the wheel. Don't you worry, you are entered to win. I feel like my time just never stops. Yes, Itrium, the wheel is still open. It'll be open for another 22 minutes. Let's go ahead and hide these. Hey, SVD, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. We do have a giveaway in about 22.5 minutes. And yes, Itrium, I am Dr. Neflarian now. As of the 23rd. So when was that? Almost 3 full weeks ago. Still not used to hearing it. People call me doctor, and I'm like, who are you talking to? Oh, me, that's right. I'm still waiting on actually, I'll just log in and see. I'm waiting on it to be approved in ProQuest, which is the you know, the thing. the repository for dissertations. So once that gets published, I am totally done. Ooh, switching to bait. SVD, what tier are you in? I made the mistake one time of switching to bait way too early. It was like tier 9 or something like that. And I was like, oh, I don't have any of the stuff for it. But overall, I'm doing pretty good. No major complaints. And Atrium, I have you added onto the wheel you are entered to win. Thanks for sharing your hero tag. Okay. Let's view this. Status ready for checklist. That's all it says. Yeah. Alright, so they haven't reviewed it yet. Oh, tier 15, you should be golden then. The mythic enchants and runes will be definitely a good help for you. Especially now that we have those special runes that have like barrier on them. Like those can really, really, really make your build. Ooh, you might go with full evade. So that's probably pretty smart. Let me go actually look at that set real quick. Okay, so yeah, that actually has quite a bit of built-in evade. So going all in on evade would probably be a really awesome idea. Then you can transition into Witch'em and not really have to worry about redoing your runes or enchants or anything like that. You're already fully set up then. Hello, Nevergone. How's it going? How are you doing today? Welcome into the stream and thanks for entering the giveaway. You are on the wheel. While I run through all of these raids, I have 15 raids to run right now. Ooh. Sitting here trying to... Alright, SVD, thanks for sharing your hero tag. I have got you added to the wheel. So now we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on this giveaway wheel. If you want to get entered to win this first Epic Adventure Bag and 1000 gem bundle, all you gotta do is put your hero tag into chat and I will add it to the random wheel. It's a totally random selection. Everyone who enters has the exact same chance of winning. I mean, unless you hit the like button on the stream, then you might get extra RNG. It might help your chances. It won't actually help your chances. I need to say that for legal reasons, but I'm going to say it anyways because then it might make you like my stream, you know. So, yeah. Hey, City, how's it going? Welcome in. Feel like I haven't seen you in so long. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are currently trying to just use up our raids. Gonna get the flaring disclaimer tattooed on your ribs. Please do. I'll come in there and I'll sign it too so they can tattoo over my signature. Would I recommend getting an offensive accessory or defensive accessory? So you're in a weird spot right now. I think that you would really benefit from a defensive accessory. That being said, the moment you get into something like Witcham, you don't need it anymore. And then you need offensive. So you're in a really weird spot where I think rolling an offensive accessory right now would slow you down. But rolling a defensive accessory is going to bite you later on. And if you're going to be bait, you probably want a defensive pet. At least for now. And once you get like Clover, then you don't need it anymore. Susie. Oh yeah, I've been thinking about changing when my streams are done. Just because it's at a bit of an awkward time for me as well. I started at 11 o'clock my time, which means I can't really do a lot in the mornings, and it also takes up a bunch of my time in the afternoons. But we'll figure that out. And yeah, like Eagle was saying, it's harder to tank early on, so DPS accessory can help. But also, the downside of that is you lose out on a lot of mitigation. So a lot of times when we think about mitigation later in the game, we include things like bit clover, 64-bit clover, which makes everything extremely strong. But before you have that, mitigation is hard to come by. So you definitely want to be aware of that. I would consider getting an epic defensive accessory and a legendary offensive accessory, just because you're in that weird middle ground area. Welcome in, RM66. Thanks for popping into your very first stream. And I've got you added onto our giveaway wheel. Just so you know, seems like if people watch on their first stream, they tend to win. So it's a total coincidence. There's nothing like to it, but people tend to win on their first stream. And Liz D, I appreciate you entering again, but unfortunately you can only win once every 30 days, and you won last week, so you'll be eligible again starting December 4th. You can win from the other content creators, though. I know that Andy, Bit vs. Andy holds giveaways, World Eater holds giveaways, and Pixel Toast has giveaways on the official Discord for Bit Heroes. You can win from each one of us once every 30 days. So you could win on my stream, then Andy's stream, then World stream, then the contest. Totally fine. But each person has their own 30-day timer. You already have a good offensive accessory, but you need a better pet. Okay. The mythic pets will absolutely help you out there. And Greaseball, I've got you added onto our random wheel. You're entered to win. Do I have any info about the huge error yesterday? I'm not sure I can share it, but it wasn't Congregate's fault necessarily. The fact that it took so long to fix was a little bit on Congregate, but the error itself wasn't their doing. It was an external thing. One of the servers was actually working just fine. It's just that the game was trying to funnel everyone off of that server because everyone was on it. So you were able to get in, you just had to hit refresh a million times. Yeah, we should be safe now. Like it's not, like I said, it wasn't something with the game itself, so that error should not happen very often at all, if ever again. I just realized I by Wednesday have to find my ring light because I have a meeting that's like in the middle of the night. I feel like rolling an off-myth pet is less risky than a defensive. It's true. The only downside of rolling the offensive, so defensive ones, they're all usable. There's some that are not good, but they're all usable. For offensive, there's one that is unusable. Like Savage is just unusable as a pet. It's usable. It's usable if you're running Aeneas. Otherwise, it's not. Particularly now that we have ways to get Enrage without it. Like, you can pop on those Team Enrage runes and you're good to go. But yeah, outside of Aeneas, it's just not usable like at all. And City, I have you added onto the giveaway wheel. We'll roll that in about 10.5 minutes. I also should go in here and clear out these bounties. Oh, I only have one to clear out. Fine, I didn't want to clear it out anyways. So, I mean, I guess unusable is the wrong word. It's usable with any DPS set. The problem is, it's so much worse than any other option that it's effectively not useful. You actually would get more DPS out of an epic when you hit an enemy pet. Like, it's just like there's just nothing else to it. Savage gives you a chance to get Enrage, and that's it. It doesn't attack the enemy, it doesn't heal you, it doesn't do anything but make one of your skills stronger. The reason that it's so much less useful is it makes your skills stronger as opposed to using true damage, and true damage bypasses all mitigation. So you get more damage, but that damage is then mitigated. And honestly, SVD, if you are running DPS, then at like tier 15, you should be able to be fine using offensive pets. You'll be dealing enough damage at that point. It's earlier on when you don't really have any other way to have health that it becomes a problem if you have an offensive pet. But later on, it's totally fine. I only use a defensive pet because I want to. And having an offensive pet doesn't exactly make my build any stronger. What was that noise? Sorry, I just heard like the craziest noise, but it wasn't showing up on my monitor at all. That's weird. Is Crew one of the worst defensive pets? No, not at all. It's not the best. But here, let's pull up those pets. That's accessory. I'm dumb. Okay, that's offense, defense. Okay, so when you're looking here, you have heal and shield team, which is whatever. I mean, it's not bad. It'll have some wasted healing, which makes it a little bit less beneficial. B75 shields team. So you're only shielding, you're not healing, and it gets wasted. This is the worst pet. Like, absolutely the worst. Then you have Dwaden, which is spread heal and spread shield, which is just like a better version of Totrio. Like, it's weird because it's got higher numbers too. So like 15 to 23k versus 8 to 10k. Like it's just an overtly better pet. Spread means that there's a chance that some of your other units won't get any healing, but if they are not getting healing, that means they don't need it. Then you have Squeeb, which is heal for quite a bit and shield for quite a bit, but the shield is yourself. This is really great solo, not the best in a team. That's why I use it, because I run solo. Crew spreads shield, so it's a better version of B75. In my opinion, it's better than Totrio as well, but you do miss out on some healing. And then Zarli, which is spread heal, so it's just a slightly worse version of Dwadden, basically. But you heal for a ton. So Crew is probably third worst, but there's only, what, 6? So it's like right in the middle. It's not like you're missing out on a ton. Hey Kuzi, how's it going? Welcome in. And Rachit, hello, welcome in. Hope your week has started off really well and you're not already burned out on a Monday. Did I catch everyone up there? I did. We do have our giveaway in 5.5 minutes. So if you haven't entered yet and you want to, all you gotta do is put your hero tag into chat and I'll add you onto the wheel. And Rachit, I've got you added. Oh, why did it put you on a new line? I didn't want to put you on a new line. I wanted to put you on that line. Giveaway is in 5 minutes. That's when we'll spin the wheel. We got quite a few entries right now. I'm pretty happy about that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 11 entries into this. That is pretty special. Was it worth crafting an offensive pet? Yes. The mythic offensive pets are all really, really, really good. Except for Savage. Savage is the only one that's not good. The rest of them are all really good. Will likely be an increase over what you already have. Paul Helms, I've got you added to the wheel. You are entered for our giveaway that's in 4 minutes. Full empower on Drazik. Oof. He must be wicked strong. Because, I mean, each empower is adding, what, 10, 12%, something like that? So you have like 36% empower just from that, plus his default. Like, ooh. Prisby or die. Yeah, Prisby's really, really, really good. I did eventually get Prisby. Like, I spent so long trying to get him, and I could not, for the life of me, get him. And then I finally got him after I had a mythic already, so I've never actually used him. However, did I melt Prisby? I guess I must have melted Prisby. I thought I was like, oh, I'm not gonna melt Prisby. I guess I did though. I must have needed it. Skyant's gonna be the new PvP meta. Disagree. For Einar, I would use an offensive pet. I mean, at that point, like, Einar does a ton of damage, and all the combust is going to help do more damage, too. Can't access bid heroes. Next time I do a friends list giveaway, enter it. Not very many people enter those. I put them onto the official Discord every now and then. And I thought you were on my friends list. Was that you? Yeah, see, you are on my friends list. Trying to get 2 friend slots. Max evade and 15 plus 10 barrier with soul and clover. Sorry, Greaseball, I feel like I'm not 100% understanding what you're saying. Essa, I've got you added to the wheel. You good to go. So, I'm reading Greaseball's message. Oh, man. Here, I'm just gonna do this. Here you go. I got you added to the wheel, Koozie. Sky, so I get that. Oh, so you're talking about for PvP, how Skyant will give Teeth that barrier. So my PvP build doesn't care about barrier whatsoever. Like, if anything, barrier makes it better. Like, if the enemy has barrier, I actually rely on dying to win mine. Marcos, I got you added to the wheel. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to do our giveaway in just under 30 seconds. Yeah, Scram is broken. It's still wrecking everyone. I'll put Scram back on, and I'll see if I can find someone with Skyant. Degenerate, I've got you added to the wheel, and now entries are closed. Let me go ahead and put everyone on the wheel real quick. I'll run an ad while we're doing that, and I'll see y'all in just a second. Wheel of names, got everybody added there. Oh, I was moving it on the wrong screen. This is where it needs to be. We have everyone on there. I'll give you guys just a second or two to find your name on there. If you don't see it, you need to send me your name right now. That means that your message didn't come through on my end. All right, and I'm trying to time this. I should have looked at what was going on there. But the revive mechanic is working fine for me. At least so, List D for Xy, I had mentioned earlier, you can only win once every 30 days, and you won last week, so you'll be eligible again on December 4th. Alright, let's shuffle this up. And we'll spin it. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck. But Rachit, I will I'll put on Scram and I'll show you in PvP that it's still working. And we have it's gonna stop on Marcos? Yeah, congratulations, Marcos. Congratulations, you will win an epic adventure bag and 1,000 gems. Let me put you onto my little spreadsheet here. And then I'll go into my little spiel. Okay. So just so you know, I'm not the one that actually sends them out. It's sent out by the community manager. It can take a few days for them to send it to you. I think that today might be a holiday, so I'm not sure if they're in or not, if someone else is doing it. But it looks like everyone's caught up right now. But give them up to a week. If you do not have it by my next stream, please let me know, and I will start getting on to people and barking up those trees. So, Congratulations. As additionally, you can only win once every 30 days on my stream, so you will be eligible again to win December 11th. All right, let's finish up our world boss, and then I'll go back into PvP for a minute. I should be able to run through this real quick. But congratulations again, that's really awesome. I love seeing people pop in and win. And the Epic Adventure Bag is pretty cool, and then it comes with an extra 1,000 gems you can spend however you want. Okay, oop, I needed to turn that, oh well. Okay, PvP, let's add that. Okay, I want to slow us way down here. So you see, I just died and got revived already. So the revive mechanic worked because it then hit everyone. Let's see, once my Grumbers die here, assuming they die. They're not gonna die. Grumber's just gonna carry the team. Hey Kiprian, welcome in. Okay. So we come in, everything's fine. I just got wrecked, revived, and hit the team multiple times. So the mechanic works still just fine. Is Gumaload Cyclone Armor trigger Scram? I don't know. Probably not. If it's the prevent first death, it and Scram probably overlap. Okay, let's get these guys right here, the stats. No, Lisa, you're totally fine. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to let you know so like you didn't worry because your name wasn't on there. My monitor keeps closing out. There we go. Okay, I got one of the stat points. Still need one. Still need the other one. Let's go to Aramore. Actually, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. I've been running this. Look, oh, how do I still only have 3 Teal'cs? I have been running this for so long. Is Pinguida better than Hunaku? That's a question. So, while I'm pulling things up, I'll answer Marcos. I censor my gems because people care about my gems. That's the only reason. When I uncensor them, if I've got a high number of gems, people get like upset with me for whatever reason, and if I have a low number of gems, they get like they make fun of me, and I'm like, well, I'll just hide the gems. Problem solved. Yeah, I don't want you to make me spend gems. I do rarely spend my gems. Okay, so let's look at Pinguida. Stat spread of 44, 20, 31 is pretty good. A little bit heavy into speed, into power, but that works. 0 SP deals damage to closest to and combust, which is stupid strong. 1 SP is fire damage to closest and strongest. Another 1 SP is strongest enemy 3 times. 2 SP is fire damage to random enemy 2 times. And 3 SP is fire damage to the weakest enemy 3 times. So really their only good skill is their 0 SP, which is awesome that it's at 0 SP, but that's their strongest skill. They also have 20% speed and 15% fire damage, so any fire damage they do is extra strong. And that's really what they are. Hunaku, stat spread of 42, 20, 39, so a little bit better stat spread. 20% SP regen bonus, which is whatever, 15% water damage, and 20% dual strike. 0 SP is deals water damage to the furthest and closest and freeze. Carve is deal damage, water damage to random twice. 1 SP is water damage to the closest 3 and freeze. Demoralize is 2 SP for water drain from weakest. 3 SP is water damage to the target enemy 2 times and freeze. 3 SP is water damage to the closest enemy 4 times and freeze. Hunaku is better than Penguita. Hunaku by themselves is probably going to deal about the same amount of damage as Penguita, but you get way more brain procs with them. So you get the same number of 0 SP procs, but then all of the others give you more procs. And really the whole thing with Penguita is that they let you attack with a offensive brain super often. Let me fix our timer here. Okay, our next giveaway is up there. So that's really what it is. It's all about brain procs. Hunaku is better than Penguita. I'm just not sure that Hunaku is better enough to warrant their cost. Like, I mean, they take a Jeeves, Penguita, McCain, and Kakuna pack. Like that's an expensive familiar. And do I think you should go for Lurky as free to play? Absolutely. Lurky is better than both of them. So I did Lurky free to play. Absolutely worth it. Hey Vextronics, how's it going? Our next giveaway is going to be number game instead of just your hero tag. So once the timer hits 0, we will guess what number is coming up, and winner will win. I'll go over those rules actually more in depth once we get a little bit closer, because it's more than just guessing a number. But the hero tag one we've already done. We spun that about 10 minutes ago. Sorry, I'm getting so many work emails. Regards to next reading and writing session, blah blah blah. Already done with that. Done with that. So many things I'm already done with. I'll have to check that out because that does look like one email I'm worth it. Should you grind out tier 12 raid mats for a lattice? So I would say yes. The extra evade pumps are not my favorite thing to craft, but they're not the same slot. Or the familiars aren't the same slot. So Tethys is a tank where a lattice is a bait. And there are certain D4s where a damage reduction bait just isn't going to help you. So you'll want evade. Might as well do it while you're in the tier so you can get those weekly rewards. I mean, now getting enough mats for a lattice is really nothing. So I would do it. It's only a couple weeks extra. And yeah, like Atrune says, they're different. You have both Glarsos and a lattice. It's the same. I do a lattice, Glarsos, and Thunmolf. Oh, you're already tier 20. Ooh. Depends on if you want to grind out those D4s. That does change it a little bit, because the D4s, I mean, you're not gonna be going for the tier 17 in tier anymore because you're already past it. You could probably just brute force your way through tier 17. That does definitely change things. I would still consider doing it just because like Glarsos and Aladdis serve different purposes. If you plan on doing any of the D4s after Clover, they'd probably worth it. But I don't know. I don't know. Who's messaging me? Oh, I'll talk to them in a little bit. So I guess what I would say then, thinking on it, because it changes things since you're not in tier anymore. If you have other goals, don't put those on hold to farm for Olatus, assuming you have another bait, because you said not a single bait. I would definitely get a bait then. Do that first. Because, I mean, unless you are the bait, you need one. So I would definitely make one, whether it be Glarzos or Olatus. Finish my orange juice. I would definitely go make something. Like, whether it be Glarzos or Olatus, either one. They serve different purposes, so in my opinion, it's good to have them both. Dream, I think you got that backwards. Glarzos does not rely on luck. Glarzos is the one that is consistent, where Olatus does rely on luck. Olatus requires you to get those evade procs. Hey Nathan, welcome in, welcome in. The first giveaway is already done. The second giveaway, you have to be here for it in about 45 minutes. So we're going to do number game. It's going to be person who guesses the right number closest without going over wins. Olatus the god. I like Olatus. I just really like Glarzos better. And it's probably because I have really bad luck. So I'll have Olatus at like 65% evade, I think is their max. I'll have them at max, like using a mythic evade enchants or enchants pumps and all that, and I'll still like not get an evade 4 or 5 hits in a row. Yeah, in the Clover D4, Glarzos is best in the Clover D4, in my opinion, if you've got the stats for it. Olatus is really good, but the debuff in that dungeon is -1 luck. That affects evade for Olatus. It does not affect Glarzos though. I kind of want to try out this. So no pets or Nurian stimulators. Start all battles with 0 SP. So we'll need a Thunmolf, Lurky, Volthi. Ooh, I wonder if I were to do 2 Volthis. I wonder if this would do anything. Because Volthi has this. Let's see how bad this is. Oof, okay, so he's gonna get hit. Let's do this for a little bit of spread heal. So I want to get to, I think it's 5th skill. This one. Give Enrage and cleanse all teammates. That's not it. Yeah, I'm not going to beat this D4. I can't even beat this one. Yeah, and barrier pumps make Kimisaba not as great anymore. Kimisaba's really only benefit was that they had, what is that? They had barrier, and now you can put barrier on anything. Who do I hear my kid having just the greatest time right now? Alright, Robosaw was gonna wreck my life. Yeah. Robosaw was wrecking me. Let's check out our guide here. BH guides. That's what, tier 19? Oh, I don't have all the stuff for the ancient speed bait, that's for sure. They're all using this, Jesus. Kimusaba and Tetheus. Oh, I don't have that. Skyant, Aeneas. Skyant, Aeneas. Skyant, jeez. Using Flunder. Bruto, what? Hold up, let's read this. Shield of Ascarium. Alright. What does Bruto do? Because this person used an epic familiar in here. Oh, I don't even have him. Let me look him up. It just has block. They're just a block familiar. There's nothing special about them. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, this just doesn't look fun though. Looking at how to do these just doesn't look fun. Lady Sparkin, Tetheus. Lady Sparkin. Sorry, I'm looking at how to do this. Can I beat this with Perkunas? Probably not. Dismiss. Okay, what did this person do? So what if I did... Tetheus there. And put a Lurky here. Then Volthai might be able to give 1 SP. Basically using Volthai instead of Lady Sparkin, because I don't have Lady Sparkin. Because I want to use... I want to use this one. Okay. Okay. Ooh, please use Skyant. I just don't think I have Skyant is the thing. Oh, I guess I do. Human skills have a chance. Yeah, I just don't want to build it. I just don't want to upgrade it is really all that comes down to. Oop, wrong skill. Oh well. Ooh, that's just, I want to use this one. Probably on Mubi, right? Yeah. So the reason I don't want to use Skyant is because, yeah, it'd be easy for me to put it on, but then I have to deal with the familiars. And when I look at a lot of the other builds for familiars, it requires like Bleaksium, which I don't have. Okay, yeah, Robosaur was wrecking me. Oof. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's not like I'm gonna win. I just really don't like D4s. Like, I don't like them. Yeah. I feel like the D4s are just bang your head against the wall until you get enough RNG to make it stick. And it's just, that's not my idea of fun. Yeah, so you see though, Greaseball, that requires me to roll for those chips and pumps. Like, that's really what it comes down to, is I don't have any of that stuff, and I don't want to roll for it, so it's not as simple as just putting the stuff on. You have to upgrade the stuff, and then Skyant was tier 20, right? So I'd have to then up tier it, and then upgrade it again. And then I'd have to roll those pumps and roll those chips. That's way more effort than I'm willing to put in for a dungeon that I don't care that if I beat it or not. Like, I just really don't care enough about the D4s. And that one is what? That one's Weedy, which is a decent ancient. I just don't have any plans to use it. Yeah, alright, and then the Volthai skill that I was using is the exact same as Lady Sparkin, so like exact same, even same stats. So I wouldn't need to get Sparkin anyways. The only ancients that I want are that I don't already have is Polychromatic Blaster. That's just because I haven't bothered to farm for it yet. I've got all this stuff, like I've got the actual material obviously, but I don't have any use for Weedy, and I don't have any use for Sacramento, and I don't have any use for Nevermore. So I'm not willing to bang my head against the wall for it. And then like we look at Skyant. Teammates gain 4% accuracy, which is nice, but it doesn't super help me in that D4. Healing skills have a chance to cast Cleanse as well, which is really actually awesome, to be totally honest. And then teammates gain armor, barrier, and resistance stacks up to 2 times, but they'd only get 10%. It's not a... It'd almost be better to just put the pumps onto teeth and call it good. But also, you know, just requires me to actually roll for all that stuff, which I'm not going to. Maybe next week. I just like to run into that dungeon every now and then and see what happens. Have I ever considered it? Not really. I don't like Venture. I know that Venture is like a really strong set, I just don't like it. I've never liked playing support. I'm still coping for lore events. I don't know. Like, you know, it's been what, 14 months since the last piece of new content? And yeah, SVD, Lurky's not expensive familiars. It's the materials that gets you. It's 50% more expensive than Tethys, just on those alone. I'm hoping they come out, and I don't mean this in a negative way, Gregory, but I really hate that attitude. Like, it's funny to see the copers. You know that if lore events don't come out, the game dies. Like honestly. So you can be like, it's funny to see the copers, it's funny to see people hope that the game lives, but if lore events don't come out, there is no game. So I find it funny when people are like, oh, I'm gonna make fun of you for hoping that the game lives. Like, what's the point? Why bother playing then if you don't want to play the game? If you want the game to die, why bother? So, like, I mean this in the most respectful way. I think that's a really crappy view. Yeah, the runic echoes take forever. It's 1 in 20, a 5% chance to drop is insano. You quit 10 months ago? I mean, yeah, Gregory, they don't have a good record, but I'm still kind of hoping that that the game doesn't die. I don't know about you, but I enjoy playing mid heroes. So, really hoping it doesn't get sunset. Oh, it came back 3 months ago. Well, hopefully something comes out soon. Welcome in, Maniot. How's it going? Ninja, you're saying they just need to lock in and undo the mess they made. How would you suggest they do that? I mean, we're at a point where a lot of the things can't be undone. A lot of the things that, in my opinion, have made the game not the healthiest can't be undone. Like, we can't undo NFTs. That ship has sailed. I used to have 3 of them, but I was very vocally against them before they came out, and so I'm kind of sad about it. But that can't be undone. Add content, which is what they're working on for lore events. And from what I've seen, if lore events ever do come out, they will be set up in a way that make them way quicker to add. So then once they're out, instead of getting new content every 6 months, we would get new content every 4 months. Now it's just a matter of, can they get them out? Get that first bit out. And that's where I don't have a ton of faith. And yeah, every time we have like an event like Sardinex, I do make the complaints that like we need something new. Like, Sardinex is not content, and it just seems like that's all we're getting. Do I think we would just never get new content? I hope not. Like, I hope that the game continues on, but it requires Congregate to tell us something. I'm Pi, so I'll come back to you in a second, Rosie. Lore events aren't new tiers, just so you know. Like, tier 21 would still be the maximum tier, but lore events would be just new content effectively nestled within every tier. So instead of it being something you unlock after beating tier 21, it'd be something you might unlock after beating tier 4, and everything would scale with you then, instead of it being a new tier. But we already have people with like 120,000 TS, so I mean, like, we're already basically there. And the new cosmetics, Rosie, are you talking about the ones from Sardinex? Because I looked at them and I was just kind of meh. I didn't equip them though, so I don't know what they all look like. Yeah, Pi, so it'd be like adding a new world boss, but it would be segmented. So like you would enter lore events, and everything would be around your TS wherever you're at. And so you would be the way that I was kind of envisioning it with the little information that we have is kind of like a new season of Diablo. You enter in there, it doesn't matter how strong you are on the Eternal Realm, it's new for you in the season. And there will be new mechanics and new things to fight and new items to get that don't depend on where you are elsewhere. Greaseball, you think that adding new tiers, they should make tiers branch out and let you unlock new gear. That's kind of what lore events do. Okay, so the new stuff from Sardinex, let me actually go look at those. That's not a bad one. Kind of neat. That one's kind of boring. Ooh, I like that one. It's like sand that poofs. Okay. The offhands. That's kind of neat, just like a little Aztec shield. Rock shield. Sand shield. Oh, okay, that one's got a cool thing too. Then here we have that. Sorry, I had to check an email. This is the one I thought would be kind of neat. So I'm kind of into that guy. Not horrible. I'm not a fan of that one. Kind of neat. And wait, did that add like wings? That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Let's go back to my... So they're okay. Nothing special. Do you know how many people can have way more stats than other people at the same tier? So SVD, if they're the same tier, it can be based on a few things. So let's just go into here. If your gear is unupgraded, you're going to have significantly lower stats. The mounts, every tier up, like the common, rare, epic, legendary, and mythic, all have more and more stats. Enchants will likely give more because mythics are always going to be max tier, so you can be like tier 3 or 4 with I guess I have some in tier 2, so you'll be tier 2 but you have tier 21 enchants. And then also just like the basic stat points that you get from leveling up or from Sardinex, things like that. That will give people pretty large discrepancies in their stats. My favorite tier art-wise, I'm not 100% sure I have one. I do kind of like the tier 17. Like, I think that one's a pretty cool one. Like, I just like that overall style. Oh, I need more coffee, guys. Oop, did I just break my chair? Oh no, it's supposed to do that. Okay, my headrest is just really loud. There you go. That's about where it should be. I just started pulling on it and Mostly Kong just needs to lock in. I mean, yeah. So I think one thing you have to understand is that the Bit Heroes team is not big. Like, I don't know what it is right now, but I know like 2 years ago, if you didn't count the community managers, the team was 4 people that did all the development, all the designing, all of the everything. It was 4 people. So, you know, gotta give some credit where credit's due. They're not really working with a lot. Ooh, sorry, my allergies are going crazy right now. Oh, I keep hitting rerun, and instead of rerunning, I want to go to Sardinex. Ay, ay, ay. Bashir's brain rot is real, just like staring at the screen. Like, I'm just running the D4 because I want the mats, but I don't care about any of these familiars except for Teal'c. I'm just like, ugh, but Teal'c never gives me a chance. I almost feel like I should just make other familiars. I didn't look at oh, I can't do this well in a dungeon. I wanted to see Veruche. I might be able to just make him, because I feel like I ran that dungeon a lot back in the day. And had no use for that familiar. Okay, town, not rerun. Veruche, oh, I don't have any of them. I was like, I can make a bunch of them. Oof. Is this? No. This one. I could go ahead and make a bunch of Kovu. Okay, but what we're looking for is Sardinex materials. So in Sardinex, you see you can get 3 TS every single time. So in higher tiers, that's not really much of anything. But in lower tiers, that can really make a difference. And what I'm caring about is getting the stupid TS. We'll get there. Got a 1 in, 18 shot at that now? Back to this. I think after this energy pack, we're gonna have to run something else because I'm tired of staring at these familiars. Okay. How much energy we got left? 142. Ooh. Let's just run a different tier at least. Which one has Vidair in it? It's not this one, right? No, because that's Smoger. Vidair ticket. How many ticket rolls you should go for getting first or second? Depends on the tier and also the week. So, like if it's one that's for a pet or accessory and it's during an event, like good luck. So what I would do, SVD, is spend a couple weeks anytime that there's a pet one and look at how many points people are winning with, and then look to overshoot that by about 20%. Marcos, do you know if it's possible to get to tier 20 with only Glarsdos? Yes, it is possible to get there with just Glarsdos. Nathan, just keep playing? Who's Nathan? But yeah, Glarzos will get you there. There's going to be some fights that might be a little bit harder, but realistically, it's a really easy way to get there. Is it possible to get there with just Eularius and Blinka? I'm sure it's possible, but that'd be really hard because you need a bait at some point. Is Kovu better than Glars? Depends on your need. Now that you can put barrier on Glars, no. Glars is better, but Kovu has barrier, which makes them good. So let me pull that up real quick. Clock Kovu. So he has deflect. Oh no, he doesn't have barrier. Oh, who was I thinking of that had barrier? Oh, that was Astabeard or whatever. Okay, so 10% vampirism, which is really good. 15% chance to combust attacker when you get hit is good. 5% deflect is whatever. You can load up damage reduction on him, and I think you'd be fine. And he would be better than Glarstos for the most part. Oh, it is. I thought you were asking if it was. Like, I mean, yeah, I'll say it's possible. Definitely hard though. Probably more trouble than it was worth. Sorry, I'm also still looking looking up ways for this chat. Baits are overrated. I mean, kind of, especially in the end game, but there is a point in the game where you really need some sort of bait because everything attacks weakest. And yeah, mythic stuff is a really good gold sink. That's the word I'm looking for. Oof. Hold up, let's do this in the right browser. Yeah, you can only random roll them, so that's the cheapest familiar to Itrolf. Itrolf is pretty wild. Okay, but like that doesn't... This doesn't help me at all. Sorry, I'm still looking at channels. I'm gonna figure out this chat overlay stuff. Should you craft a random mythic rune or wait to craft a specific one? If you're worried about the materials, I would craft a specific one. I roll them because I don't care, but that's just because I don't care. Okay. Chat. Okay, that's... You want to go tank, but you're still early game? I definitely wait. Power and evade are the only ones that exist. Okay. Set up I don't want to do a shop. I just want to do a chat. That's all I care about. Whatever. That's not going to work for me. We'll just focus on this. Ooh, our giveaway is in under 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and just talk about the stuff. It looks like there's about 20 concurrent viewers, so I'm going to do numbers 1 through 40. Basically, what it is, once our timer hits 0, I'm going to briefly explain the rules again, but I'll put start into chat. Once I do that, everybody can guess one number between 1 and 40. I'll give you 1 minute to put your guesses in, and it's first come first serve. Whoever posts their guess first gets that number. If 2 people post around the same time, I will let you know who came through first on my screen, because that's what we're going by. And the second person gets to guess a second time, because their first guess won't have counted. Person who was closest without going over wins. So for example, if you say 10 and I say 20 and the number is 19, you would win because 20 is larger than 19. That's really the gist of it. It's the same giveaway I do all the time, and we're going to do it in about 8 minutes. Putting speed augments on Blinka to be a speed bait. I used to use Wimbo as my bait. I loaded him up with damage reduction and called it good. Called it a day. Alright, let me go ahead and set up this wheel real quick. Maybe. There we go. I was like, it won't let me do it. Okay. Now, let's do another pull on this material box. Let's do some no. I don't even know what to run. Let's run Gauntlet. How does the ancient speed bait build work? You are a bait, but you go all into speed instead of power, and you use that one, I think it's a skill on Skyant that is protective bubble, and you just keep protective bubble up on everyone while using the exothermic jacket, so you can't get killed. That's realistically how it goes. Also, Rosie, I thought I said that I was gonna guess 20. I might have just had my words mixed up because I'm so tired. If you guess 10 and I guess 20 and it rolls 19, that means that 10 wins because it's closest without going over. Donate those volt dice. I only made 8 of them. That took me forever. It took the entire tier to make. Yeah, so I've cleared the tier 20. That's the funny part. I've cleared the tier 20 D4, but I haven't cleared the tier 19. I popped in there just to see if I could do it, and I did. So no, Paul, what you're going to do for this giveaway is just post your number guess once I open that up for guessing, and then the winner will just tell me their hero tag. Do I think Voltai is better than Lurky? I think that they serve two different purposes. I like the way that Voltai looks better, and that's why I use him. But I mean, I could solo this. I don't need him at all. Lurky is significantly better than Voltai at dealing damage. Voltai is significantly better than Lurky at providing support. So we see have deal damage and shock, then spread heal. This one is deal damage, shock, and gain 1 SP. This one is heal target teammate and give 1 SP. Deal damage to the furthest enemy and closest enemy and shock. Enrage all teammates and cleanse all teammates. And shock 3 times. Like, Voltai is absolutely good at dealing damage, but they're significantly better at supporting than Lurky is. Lurky's just way stronger. Oh, I need coffee, guys. I can get coffee in about 20 minutes. And we'll do our giveaway. It's guessing numbers in about 3 minutes. Yeah, the only reason I use Voltai instead of Lurky is because I like the way that Voltai looks better. Voltai is essentially the Aeneas set on a familiar. Hey Ewan, how's it going? How are you doing? I hope your week is off to a great start. Isn't there a fire at fam? I thought there was already. Do I think that Roost Farrakha is worth making? No. Just no. Roost wasn't even worth making when they were broken. Like, if you made a whole team of them, then you were effectively immortal, but that was super expensive. to basically just deal with an exploit. Ooh, we gotta go to work tomorrow. Me too. Me too. Not looking forward to it. I'm finally at the point, though, of my job, like, this part of the year is pretty basic, so. We got 1.5 minutes before we have our last giveaway. And yeah, they're just way too expensive. So Roost. Stat spread of 32, 62, 6. So they full on tank. Their skills aren't really even worth looking at because of their 5.7 speed. 15% earth resist, 20% absorb, 5% redirect is meh. And then they have the other thing that I don't have written down. It's where's Roost? Heroes, assets, familiars. Oh, I guess they used to have something else. They used to have barrier. That made them good. Or they had extra redirect. Maybe that was it. Anyways, Ciro Faircar, Akiwa, Flippulus, and Kak Faircon. Like those, that's an expensive familiar. Oh, I got a mythic. Cool. Okay, it is time for that giveaway. So what we're going to do is guess numbers 1 through 40. It's on the wheel. But before you start guessing, I want to make sure I can time this well. I will give you 1 minute to guess, starting right about now. You'll have 1 minute to guess. I'm going to go ahead and start running another gauntlet here while you're guessing. And we'll bring our wheel down. You got about 40 seconds left to guess. SVD. Okay, you got your other guess in. SVD, you're going to want to guess again. 27. Yeah, okay, you're good there. Looks like most of the other ones are good. SVD 27 is the number that. Oh no, Kipring guessed that too. 13 it is. There you go. That was kind of perfect. All right, 5 seconds left, so if you haven't put your guess in, do it now. Give you an extra 5 seconds. Okay, so you can see numbers 1 through 40 are all on here, but not the most fair thing because they're in order. So let's shuffle these up. Oop, let me start a new gauntlet. We're going to shuffle them up quite a bit, and then we'll spin. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Let's see where we're going to stop at. It's going to stop on what? Like 8? If it goes all the way to 1, that would be hilarious. Probably gonna stop on 21. I think it's gonna be. Oh, it should be Nathan. Nathan got it exact. Congratulations, Nathan. Good job. Good job. Good job with an exact guess of 21. Way to go. Someone else had guessed 22, so you only had the one shot at that, and you still got it. Congratulations, Nathan. What I need from you is please put your hero tag into chat, and then I'll add you to the winners. If you don't give me your hero tag, then we'll just have to spin the wheel again. Is Nathan... Okay, you're here. keep having to stretch. I need a nap. I have not slept well in like a month, 2 months maybe. Awesome. Thank you so much, Nathan. Let me put you into my stuff. All right, so you're added to my list. Just so you know, if you didn't hear earlier, I am not the one that sends out the prizes. Those are the community managers at Congregate. I send your names over and they send them because I don't have admin access for very obvious reasons. So it can take up to a week to get that done. If you don't have it by my next stream, please let me know and I'll start looking into it for you. I'll start bothering people until it gets sent. You'll have a pop-up on your screen, just like at the end of the week or whatever. And you can only win once per 30 days on my stream. So you'll be eligible on my stream again on December 11th. But the other content creators that have these same giveaways, such as Bitverse Andy and World Eater, you can win on their streams. You don't have to wait for them. If you win on one of theirs, you have to wait 30 days for theirs as well. But you are good to go on mine. Thank you so much for entering. I'm super excited that you won. I'm going to go ahead and add you here. Who is that in there? Looks like one of the community managers is currently looking. Maybe they'll send it today. Who knows? But congratulations on winning. We have only a few minutes left in our stream. Ooh. Your World Leader used to stream a lot. Not so much anymore. Still want to mention that, like, when they're doing it though. They streamed last Sunday for 1 hour. Did they have prizes that day? They did not. They did not give anything away that day. I do. I do giveaways every single week. Sorry, I thought I was hearing my name. Is Remity or Remit? I never know if it's Remit or Remity. Is he worth crafting even though Omo and Velk exist? I mean, in my opinion, no. I never used him. Is there a way to build a bait without set items? Absolutely, just use ancients. I'm not joking. Realistically, in order to be a bait, you need a lot of mitigation, which is really hard to do with just legendaries. So you have to have at least sets, if not like mythics and stuff. Just give me this TS, that's all I want. Okay, we're down to 15 items, so we're getting there. Let's do PvP. See if we can find Skyant. There's Ferret. Fincher. Okay. No one there's running Skyant. Have I ever met the roundtable members in real life? No. I know where a couple of them live, but like I'm not about to drive across the country for it. Yeah, 333 ticket rolls. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to meeting some of them, but like I'm not going to go out of my way for it. Extort would just get wrecked by me. Wow, let's do this. He's running triple Extort. and that is the worst decision he could make. He's in my guild. I should tell him not to do that. Anyways, let's destroy him. Triple X sword is just an instant win. How long does that take? I mean, I rarely spend my PvP tickets, so a couple of years probably. Man, no one is using Sky yet. I want to see how I'll do against it. Oh, wow, they beat me. Just looking for that weapon. Like, the weapon is going to be what does it for me. Oh. Come on, kill all my grumbers. So I can kill you. Oof. No Skyant. Did Scramble get a nerf? Yes and no. It wasn't working like it said it was. On paper, it got a nerf, but realistically, it got a buff. He's got tier 10. You gonna camp this for the Regen there. What's tier 10? That's Forbin, right? Yeah, him. Or Gorbin. Is used in making Forbin. Okay, I've gone through nearly an entire ticket roll and haven't found a single Skyant user. That is insano. Yeah, Forbin's the mythic and Gorbin is the legendary. Forbin is absolutely not worth making, by the way. Skyant just doesn't want to exist for me. Alright. But that's all that we're gonna be having time for today. I do need to eat some lunch. I need to have some coffee, and I've got to get some running around done. None of these things I want to do. But I wanted to thank y'all for popping in today. I really appreciate it. Congratulations again to our two winners. We have Marcos and Nathan. Both of y'all won. Both of y'all will get an epic adventure bag and 1,000 gems, not 2,000. It's 1,000 gem ones. As always, if you like my videos or streams, like them, helps me out a lot. If you dislike them, dislike them. If you want more, consider becoming a member to get extra benefits while you're in chat or while you're watching my videos, such as seeing them before they come out. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.